First step is to remove this cover. So remove the two top screw here, and then you can remove the biggest trim piece. Okay. So there are three double-sided tape here, here, and here. You can slightly pry here to loosen the tape. And then you can simply push it back. So disconnect the light connector. Here, remove this. Put it here, and we are going to remove these two pieces. So there's a screw underneath here. You need to unscrew it, and then you can remove this piece. And then you need to remove this piece as well. And remove this big piece. So the wire, we will need to run two wires from here to this area. So basically, it is the power cable here, and this two here. So the most difficult part is to run through this rubber tube. So we have free head to go up. So normally I will try to disconnect this pin. So just take a picture here to remember the color of the wire. And then you can just remove the pin from the head. It's optional, but it makes your life easier. Okay? And for the yellow part, you can just cut it off. So now we go to run the wire from here. We need to remove this cover as well. just put it up. So we go from here. So I can manage it here. So you run this cable from here to here. Actually, we just want to reach into the middle of this area, so I just give it a little bit more length. So we run the snake wire first. So okay, and then on the other end we run our wire. Okay, so I strongly recommend putting some detergent. This detergent is the best one, just for lubrication, and then you can go through this tube easily. Okay. So after we run the wire through the tube, we run it up here now. So before you run it up, you can now install this strut, because we need to run this wire to the outside, to the lifting area also. So it's better to do it once than do it twice. So to remove this, you just pry this out a little bit and then push it outward. Same as this side. The true strut is the same no matter which side you install, so there's no left and right. So here, insert it. Okay. So now we run this connector head to here. So we need to pop a hole here. 倒刺啊，好痛。得啦。
上堂你望佢就知咯，下次再做呢啲咯，好唔好啊？
So until this 1 or 2 clicks here. Okay, so now it's good and tight. So you don't need to worry about the water leakage. So now we also run this wire to the snake wire here. After that, we can insert this back into the place. Okay, then we are done with this side. So for this side, it's the same. Remove this one. Insert. One friendly reminder, you need to check both of this at the same side. Sometimes if you run this wire from this side, you will need to remove this pole again because the wire will be stuck here. So now we are replacing the latch unit. These are the, I believe it's T30. And then replace it with this one. So now we are going to do the wiring, tapping the power wire. So with the blue tack different, you pull out this one. Be careful when you pull it out. Be careful of this clip, because if you pull it, sometimes this one will fall out with you. So when you pull it out, make sure you press down a little bit so it can go through the metal clip here. Oh yes, and here there's a clip, so you can just pull it out and save it for later. Okay, so here you can see a bunch of connectors. Look for one that is, let me check here, this connector. So the color code always change, but this is how I recognize it. So starting from this view, counting from the upper left, the second one in the upper left. So this is the gray wire here. Some car has a white wire, some car has gray wire, so just know about the location, remember it, and then find it. So with the poster tab, find it out. And then we screw it. This two wire is the black connector head and the purple connector head that we just run it through the tailgate area. And now the other end, we'll run it through here. So normally I will tie the cable here and then run through along with the OEM cable. And this one I will just put it here first. And for this one, the yellow wire has no use, so you can just cut it out. And here you can find a fuse, a 12-volt power cable, and the ground. So here, since we are tapping it, we'll cut this out. And we'll insert it here. Loosen this. Put this inside. and then tighten it. After you tighten, make sure it's secure. And for the ground, we tap it over here. So this is a 10mm bolt, so just use a 10mm. Loosen this. And then insert the ground here, and then you can tighten it. So this area is basically all set. For the the last unit, the wire you can, it's here. This one. Put it here, and then we'll put the motor here. So we just save the wire in this area. So now we are going to test the system, but before that we need to reconnect the pin to the connector. So please note that it's like from this side, from left to right is white and orange, and the blue wire is behind the orange wire. But always check the color sequence when you get the device. It might be different, yes. So take a picture before you remove the pin, and then you can reference it back when you connect it back. So for now, everything is ready to be tested. So let's try to connect everything to the control box. So this is the suggested place we put our box. We align this hole, and then put it here. And we can use the screwdriver we got. With the screw different. So it should be secure because you have both the double-sided tape. This one is optional. Yeah. If you put it, then you cannot remove the control box without removing this trim piece. But you really need to remove this box. So I don't suggest to put this, but this is in case you want it to be more secure. You can screw it. And then now we need to connect the wire, the black to the black hole here. The blue one, it doesn't matter which side you put. So we'll put it here. And one more connector we need to unplug is this one behind the lock unit. You need to pull it out, and then with this set of wire you can connect this. Let me remove the button first. So this is the button, this is the wire. So here, let's move this back to inside first. And this one, with the one different, just plug this in. Okay. And for the male part of it, the other side, this one, just connect to the plug. We just remove, just connect them together. Okay. So this is for the button, and this one is useless. You can cut it out. But this one, you can insert it into the control box, the white head. And finally, now we can connect the power wire. So when you hear a sound, that means it's powered on, which is good. So now we can test the system. For the latch unit, the motor, we'll do it from here into this area. And then we can put the connector with the one that came out here. Just connect them. Okay. So you can just hide somewhere beneath this carpet, but we'll just put it here. Okay. Now we can test our system. So it's always a good practice to initialize the system by pressing 5 seconds until you hear a beep sound. Okay, so now let's test it. We will try to add the button here. So that means drill a hole here. There's some tips. Don't try to drill too near to this side. Try to put it from the back, because otherwise you cannot put this back here. So try to move the button a little backward in this area. So now we are going to drill a hole. So it's always better to insert something here, because if you drill through it, to prevent it to hit to this area. So we'll drill it here. Wait， 我電鑽唔夠力添。Okay. Here is the button. You can put it. So there are some 3M tape here, so you can just pull it out. And stick here. And on the other side, you can use this to tighten it. The reason I said to move this backward, because this screw will occupy some space. If you move it to here, too close to the front area, then you cannot secure this clip. So try to move backward. So now some tricks here, tips here for putting this biggest piece, because this is the most difficult part when you're going to put everything back. So there are 3 tape here, double-sided tape. You can reuse them, or you can use apply a new one. Normally I would just try to secure this place first. And then I will put this to lock the piece in place first. So now I can slowly work on the back side. So here there are four clips here. If you can align the four clips, and then you can push everything up. So normally I will just try to align those four holes. I'll use my pen to fill it. Okay. Remember to connect the light wire back. If you have a premium sound, there's another speaker wire that you need to plug back in. So after you align those four clips, you can easily put the big piece back. So now we are doing everything in reverse.